Happy Memorial Day! I'm going to take you on a little adventure with me this morning, but first I want to say a big, huge thank you and just show gratitude for the folks that have made doing something like this possible for me, gave their lives. We want to honor their memory today. And today I also want to take a little walk down memory lane for another geeky reason, I guess you could say, and that's because with the new Ghostbusters movie coming out and all the controversy surrounding it, there's one thing that most of us can agree on that makes this new movie maybe worthwhile, and that's the reintroduction of one delicious, sugary beverage from my childhood, maybe some of your childhoods, and that is HI-C Ecto Cooler. I'm going to take you shopping with me. I hope I find it today. If I do, hopefully we're in for a treat. But first, how about a little small town Memorial Day parade? For the first stop, I've chosen Meijer this morning. They usually cover the ground with some of these more novelty items, I guess you could say. Across we go. Good morning. So it says juice. I know it's only 10% juice in my Ecto Cooler, but will this have it? Let's peruse. Organic. That's definitely not what I'm going for. Man, I'm gonna have to talk over this, or I'm gonna get copyright trouble for this this song playing in the background. Because I'm certainly not your Venus or your fire. I just desire my HI-C. My searches are fruitless so far. Let's look for maybe some middle of the aisle finds here. Maybe it's in like a display of some kind. Or maybe it's just not here. That would be a bummer. It's May 30th, the date that it said it would be available. Ceremonial Twinkies of all varieties, but there's supposed to be a Twinkie with a green Ecto filling. Of course, I'm not seeing that either. Red, white, blue Twinkies. Let's try the soda aisle. I'm looking. Don't let me down, Meijer. I hate to have to go to two places. That's not how I roll. But I will for this. Mountain Dew Pitch Black. What do you think? Pitch Black or Baja Blast? Let's do an advertisement for PepsiCo. Friends, I'm not seeing it. While we're here, let's do a real quick review. This stuff's nasty. Nasty. Yeah, Meijer proved to be fruitless. Nothing there. Not even the Twinkies. I'm not even sure when the Twinkies are supposed to come out, but I don't know. I've been at stores for the first day of like a game release or a movie release, but never Twinkies and HI-C Ecto Cooler. So interesting day. Let's try Kroger. Kroger time. Hope my luck's better in here. This is the actual release date according to the internet for what you can believe on there. So let's see if it holds true. Beverage. Juice boxes. Okay. Is HI-C even a brand? Oh yeah, it is a brand. Here we go. So this is HI-C. But it's not green. And it doesn't have Slimer on it. Remember when HI-C came in cans like this? And you had to pop the top on both ends? One here, one here. And then just stick it back in the fridge until you're ready to drink some more. Or just drink the whole can at once. Is it individually sold? Yeah, that was a bust too. Got coffee, but no Ecto cooler. So when worst comes to worst, always try the cheap gas station. So I'm gonna go to Speedway next. Hope I don't get shot. Speedway. Refreshment. Oh. Well, my review of the Ghostbusters movie is going down the pot, and it's not because of anything other than the fact that whoever owns HI-C lied to me. It's Memorial Day. It's the day it's supposed to be released, and guess what? My little town of Middletown, Ohio doesn't have it. So, guess I'll just go back home, my tail between my legs, and keep looking. So my adventures were fruitless today, and I figured maybe you just jumping the gun a little bit. You know, it's a new product, that it wouldn't be necessarily on the shelves the first day, although when it says a release date, you would expect it would be. But then I received a message from our pal Craig Lane from the Intermission podcast over at movieguys.org, and he said, don't quote me on this, I'm going off of information I'm finding on the internet as well, but he said it's sounding like a Pepsi Perfect situation. And if you recall, when Back to the Future, the 30th anniversary, all the celebrations going on, they released a new run of the Pepsi Perfect bottle with the Pepsi in it, just like it was in Back to the Future Part 2. The nice glass bottle with the cool top. I mean, it was a close approximation to the prop used in the movie. It was really neat, but it was going for a ton of money and sold out everywhere. And I think you could only get them at like Comic-Con or something like that. So I didn't expect this to be the case. It may still not be, but it's looking like possibly there was a midnight release online and sold out. If this is true, if this is the case, I really don't understand with this product. I mean, make your minds up who your target is for this movie. You know, a lot of the criticisms of this movie so far have been based around the fact that nobody's seen it yet, and that it's not for me necessarily, although I could see myself enjoying it to some degree. The movie is made for a younger generation, and so that's who they're pandering to. You would figure that all of these promotional products coming out in stores would be sold to the masses because you're trying to build a massive audience for this movie that's already received so much, you know, negative reviews. But then you release a product that came out in the 80s that kids of my generation enjoyed, and you allegedly, or with the information we have now, sell it to me, you know, my generation, the generation that potentially would stay up at midnight on a Sunday night before Memorial Day and pre-order a drink based on a name alone. Now, granted, I'm willing to go out and look for it in the stores, try it, have some fun with it, and I'll still do that if it comes out in the stores, but I'm not going to hover around a mouse and a keyboard at midnight to, you know, buy a drink. There's a difference, too, if you wanted to make it that way with the Pepsi Perfect thing. I mean, it was more of a replica of a movie prop in a glass bottle with, you know, just the look of it is exactly what you'd expect from, you know, the movie Back to the Future Part 2. This, on the other hand, is coming out in juice boxes, and it's coming out in cans, and it's supposed to be promoting a movie that these guys need people to go out to the theaters and see this thing, and if they're going to market this to younger people, it needs to be readily available. You know, this is a whole topic we could do a whole podcast on, and maybe we will at some point, but this whole collectibles thing just gets on my nerves, because what you want is just to be a part of something cool and to, you know, go on, admittedly, on just a nostalgia trip here. They're making that hard to do for me. They're going to make that hard to do for youngsters who, you know, may be shopping with mom or dad, and who may say, hey, I remember that Ecto cooler when I was a kid. It was pretty good. Not good for you, but pretty good, pretty cool. If it's going to be pre-order only and sold out and become a collector's item, kind of defeated your purpose. So, thanks for going along on this journey. I still had fun. We still got to see a cool parade, so it's not been a total bust, but I will keep my eyes open and keep everyone posted as to updates on what I find. Like, comment, subscribe. We really want to make this channel grow, so thank you for watching, and we will talk to you next time on the Idle Chatter channel, right? Idle Chatter channel. Later.